Hello, N4H&H here, and this is going to be part 2 of the Yaesu ATAS-120A antenna installation video. So what I have here is a mount that I ordered, NCG company, and this is model number AVANTPF. Okay, so it's supposed to fit my truck, my 2005 Avalanche, and it's supposed to be able to use an existing bolt that is under the hood here. And then the hood is supposed to be able to close over this, and then this will provide, the mounting for the antenna. So what I've done is I went to Ham Radio Outlet today. As a matter of fact, I was returning the FT-891A ESS that I shot a series about. And I got a Diamond K400C. Now this is it comes with a UHF mount, and it's 6.5 feet of RG316. The K400S comes with 13.5 feet. So it's a universal trunk lip type mount. See that? But as a backup plan, if I need, I may just use this on the hood because it can orient any way. It's very versatile. I know one of my viewers has his mount on the trunk, which is this is made for. And two others have theirs mounted up on the hood, just like what I'm going to do with mine. So that's my backup plan in case this bracket doesn't fit. Now, why would I say this bracket might not fit? Because I've tried one before, maybe not this exact model, so I hope maybe that's what the issue is. But it wouldn't let me close the hood. So that's my backup plan if this doesn't work. All right, here's the RG316 and 6.5 feet of that and the UHF connector. And then it comes with there's the PL259 and the Allen wrenches. And the way this PL259 works, you can actually buy an extension from Diamond. You see that? If I need more cable, I can go get the extender. But this will just screw in. It's a special type of PL259 that comes with these Diamond antenna mounts. So that'll screw into there. But I'll leave it like this until I get it through the firewall. All right, so right now, I'm going to unscrew this cap. And this is going to be a big question about, fitting it through that hole. Will it be sloppy? We'll find out. Just unscrewing that. And anticipating where it'll be mounted, I'll probably want the cable coming out on this side because the truck is that way. And I'm putting it on the left side. So see, I've got some slop here. I might have to get a big washer. That might be something I'll have to make a trip for. So it could hold me up. Oops, let's get that thing started. I've got a washer here, but this came with the mount. This is for the antenna mount to go in the existing bolt in the truck. Yeah, this is going to be an issue here. This hole is made for an NMO. They didn't have one that was specifically the size of an SO239. I don't know, that might work. Once I get it snugged up, let me get a wrench. Well, bear with me. I thought I had a wrench down here. Well, I'll tell you what I do have. I don't recommend doing this, but can't seem to find my crescent wrench. I'm just going to use these pliers here. Okay, that might work. Christmas present from my wife, that towel there. Okay, yeah, that's snugged up. That may work. Would have felt better if it did have a washer, but there we go. So I'm going to go out to the truck now and see if this will actually mount to the truck. I'll need to route this through the firewall and over to the radio, and I think 6.5 feet of this cable is going to be enough. Okay, catch you in a few. Okay, I'm out at the truck now, the truck that I affectionately call Bruce. And yes, Bruce parks outside. See all the leaves? We've had leaves dropping everywhere. So the bracket is supposed to mount to an existing bolt in here. And it's really nice that this is all left open here. And yeah, it's going to be the forward of the two bolts here. So let me go ahead and take this one out. Okay, and now I'll put the star washer that came with it here. I told you I had tried another one of these brackets before, but even though it said it would fit my truck, it didn't fit. I wasn't able to close the hood. Before I tighten this one all the way, I'm gonna just make sure that I can close the hood. So let me move the camera. Here we go. Oh yeah, all right. Now you might be thinking, well, that bracket doesn't look like it's level, but it is. It's just not flush with, it's not running the same pitch as the hood because the hood is working its way downhill. But I want the bracket straight up because I want the antenna straight up. So it looks like that's going to work. All right, well, it's time to route the cable and install. I'll tighten the mount, route the cable, and install the antenna, and we'll do some testing. Okay, let me show you where I'm going to go through the firewall. You'll see down there that grommet. I've already got some power wires run through there for the radios, and I'll go through that grommet. Okay, the installation is complete. Let me let you see it. Got the whip. You got the part here that moves up and down. All right, so let's go to the radio. Okay, I'm back in the truck. The antenna is mounted. There it is. All right, so like I showed you before, you go into the menu, the big menu now, and you will go to 05-12, and I've already done that. You saw that in the first video. And you want to enable, see, it's normally disabled. You want to enable the ATAS setting, and then you go up in the numbers, or down, if you will, in the menu to 1615. There it is. And that was normally on the external because I have the FC50 down there. It could also be set to off. It could also be set to lamp, which stands for linear amplifier. So the same connector on the back of the radio could be used to drive a linear amplifier. Now, that being the case, you know, you would want to use a linear amplifier that has a built-in antenna tuner, or you just have to have a, you know, like a dedicated manual tuner or something like that. Anyway, you know, if you can get a amplifier that has a built-in antenna tuner, it can all be controlled via that. But See, we don't need an antenna tuner with the ATAS because the antenna tunes itself. So we select ATAS and then function to get out. Now, when you press the function, you would have seen things like this, right? But now we've added the ATAS setting menu. And what that'll do is you can, believe it or not, the down arrow means you want to go down in frequency. The up arrow means you want to go up in frequency. Now, not to confuse you, but the down arrow will make the antenna go up longer. The up arrow will make the antenna go down shorter for a higher frequency, all right? But it's more automated than that. I'm going to jump out of here. Long press function. All right, let's tune for this frequency. You see I've assigned tuner to my A key. In case you haven't watched my video on that, I'll go ahead and refresh you on that one as well. See up there, TNR at the top left? Right there. If you put the arrow on TNR, you can pick whichever one of these buttons you want to be tuner. I've got tuner in A, width in B, and digital noise reduction in C. These are the three I would mostly use for mobile. So you just long press. If this was assigned to something else, all you have to do is long press. You'll get a double beep, and now A key is assigned to tuner. All right, I already had it assigned, but it could have been assigned to shift or something like that. You simply go into the menu. Let me do that. I'll go ahead and assign it to shift. Okay, long press. See, now it's assigned to shift, but I want to assign it to tuner. So I'll go back to TNR. Long press A. All right, and now with those menu changes made, I should be able to press this TNR and watch. Now watch the antenna. Okay, so now, oh yeah, well look at the signal.
This summer, I'm gonna put me up another wire and play with it some. Put up that
now let's change bands. And you know, if you haven't watched the video, you know that I operate from memory tune mode for mobile, so I don't have to get tied up messing with all these buttons and things. All I have, this is memory 9. I have favorite modes and frequencies programmed in for each band. I started out with the 160 meter band at memory 1. I'm going to tap my function knob. That puts it back up there for memory. And you'll see memory 1's got 1835 CW, memory 2, 1880 sideband, memory 3, 1885 AM, and now we'll go to the 80 meter CW 3535, 3664 sideband, 3856 sideband, 3885 AM, and here we are at 40 meters. There's where we were. So by doing it that way, see, I can turn the knob, but all my filter settings, it doesn't save DNR, and it doesn't save the shift setting or the width, but it saves mode and general filter settings like narrow or not, things like that. So, and it'll even save whether you had IPO on or ATT, attenuation. So it's convenient to operate that way. Now, when I want to get back to memory mode, see, it says MT, memory tune. I just tap my function knob, and the highlight goes back to the MT for memory tune. Well, if you rotate, you're right back into memory select. So let's go to the next band up. Here we go, 30 meters. Let's see what happens. So it's tuning. Let me focus the antenna in. There we go. So we're ready to go on the 30 meter band. All right, let's go up another band. And it is a good idea if you go from like the CW area. Let me do that, watch. So now we're tuning for 20. Notice the antenna is getting shorter. All right. So now we're zeroed in on the CW portion of 20 meters. But if I go up to, there's the upper end of the band, okay? So watch, I'm gonna touch it up. See, it was a 2.5. It didn't take it long, it touched it up. Now I'm good to go there on the high end of the band. Okay, we'll go to another 17 meters. And there you go. You see it's getting shorter each time as we go up. Here we go in frequency. All right, and let's do another one. Okay, we'll go somewhere in the 15 meter band. You know, it's nice when you get up here to these short wavelength bands compared to 40 meters. You know, and 40 is the lowest band the antenna can function on. It won't go any lower than 7 megahertz operation. So, but you know, it's good mobile antenna. So now I don't know that it's going to beat a ham stick. I mean, my ham stick's dead center top of the truck. So it's going to have a nice circular pattern. It's also a longer antenna, and just, you know, more wire in the air is always a good thing. All right, so let's move up to 12 meters. And it didn't have far to travel there. Now you can see how much closer it's getting to the bottom. So now we'll go to 10 meters. Get that to focus. There we go, 10 meters calling frequency for sideband. And there we are, closer still to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and move up to the FM portion of 10, where you've got the repeaters. Here's the 10 meter FM calling frequency. There are the repeaters. These are common repeater frequencies: 620, 640, 660, 680. I'll just tune it here on the simplex frequency. Of course, it started out at what, around a 2, but that was a quick tune there. And it'll also do 6. Let's see. It's supposed to anyway. Let's see what happens. Okay, so look at this. The antenna is moving up and down a little bit, and ATAS is blinking. All right, N4H and H testing. Okay, looks like it can deliver about a 2 to 1 on 6. Okay, so I'm going to go back down to 40 and let you see the complete travel there. Now, let me just warn you, the directions say not to tune while driving. You know, I can tell you the thing sways a bit driving. I drove with it today before I shot this video. It does, you know, wiggle around a bit in the wind, especially if you get up to interstate speeds. And that's probably going to put a little bit of a load. Well, it'll put a load on the motor, so probably not a good idea. But, you know, stopping at red lights, things like that should be no problem for a tuning cycle. Okay, looks like we're now ready to go on 40 meters.
On the outside of the bag too.
Oh, I think that was Billy, 84PF. This is where he hangs.
I'm going to try me another antenna.
Yeah, that's
I got
him.
me a Cobra antenna. I'm going to put it.
Okay, so there you go. The Yaesu ATAS-120A active tuning antenna system. Now, I want to mention something to you that I'm going to do, and that is I'm going to compare it in another video. I'm going to compare that to, so for example, right now I've got it tuned for 40 meters. I'm going to compare it to a 40 meter ham stick. Matter of fact, maybe I'll throw it in here. See down there, I've got an antenna switch. Pick that up today at HRO. And I've got a 810-inch piece of RG8X going to the radio, and then the antenna cables you see coming in. On the left is the ATAS-120. On the right's going up to my ham stick, using diamond antenna mounts and coax, RG316. Okay, so let's Let's get a reading on Billy here with the ATAS-120A.
We shall see when I get it up. Get my 2-meter antenna up.
Okay, there's the ham stick.
And I'll be okay for a while.
Okay, so it looks like he came up a couple of S units.
Well, if I had 2-meter
Yeah, there we go.
I would talk on it.
Going back
not real
to
active,
ATAS.
but I used to be. Right now, I don't even have an antenna.
It's close. It might be. We might have lost an S unit.
Oh yeah, I got a Yaesu 3200.
So not bad. I mean, it's okay. So it's a little bit of a compromised antenna for 40 meters because it's short. But as you work your way up higher in the bands, I assure you it's going to be a performer. I mean, I have all the confidence in the world it will be. And I'll be shooting another video to illustrate that. In fact, I want to shoot a video where I try it out on DX, like at night, the 40-meter band goes long. That'll be a good test between it and the ham stick. You know, again, remember the ham stick's got a major advantage. It's top dead center of the vehicle.
Good afternoon there. Come on in. Hello, Dustin.
Yeah, hey Billy, trying out a new antenna. Just want to see if you hear me okay.
I got a very light copy. Very light.
Okay, yeah, this is the Yaesu ATAS-120A active tuning antenna system. Let me try my ham stick. Hang on a second and see if you hear me any better with it. I'm doing a little bit of a comparison.
I got a light copy on you, but I can hear you well. Okay. He's going to change to a ham stick. Let's see what happens.
Okay, back at you now with the 40-meter ham stick.
My wife used to buy quite a bit, but she doesn't make it bigger, but it's a Chinese fish. Can't remember the name of it. John, you know what I'm talking about? Tilapia? That's it. I used to like it till I watched the thing on TV one time about it, and I couldn't eat no more.
N4H&H Mobile, back on the ham stick.
Not the same on me. I think the ham stick's better on me.
Yeah, it probably has a little bit of an advantage. It's mounted dead center top of the roof, and it's got lot more wire in the air than the ATAS-120A. The ATAS-120A is mounted on the left side of the hood. So I was just interested in a comparison because this is the one band that I think the ATAS would be mostly outgunned on, just because of less wire.
Now you come up, must be the band. You come up on me quite a bit.
Well, let me go back to the ATAS then, because you came up too.
You were two S units difference on me, and audio's better on this one too.
Okay, well, I'm back on the ATAS-120 now. How's that?
That down low on me. Yeah, you're back to about a 5 on me. Definitely the ham stick was better.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, that was about the results I expected, with the ham stick being about 7 feet tall and up on top of the truck compared to this ATAS, which is down here on the hood. So, convenience though, it is convenient, and I guess I could get out with it. I'm pretty confident that it'll do pretty well on the higher frequencies, where it's got enough wire. All right, thanks for letting me jump in, y'all, and enjoying your fish conversation there, too. This is N4H&H Mobile, 73.
Just don't forget to take it off your truck before you pull it in the garage.
Oh, well, the ham stick's been on here for years. I don't park in the garage, and it catches limbs and everything else, but, it's performance versus convenience. N4H&H.
Okay, Dustin. Anytime. And John, I thought
okay, so there we have it, comparison between the ham stick and the ATAS-120A. Now, that's not DX, that is southeastern region. Billy, that station there is in Tennessee. I don't know where the other station is. But, it's logical that the ham stick, more wire in the air, top dead center of the truck, got a lot more elevation as well, versus the ATAS-120 being out here on the left side of the hood. So the ham stick definitely has an advantage, but it's a matter of performance versus convenience. But I still have a lot of confidence that up on, you know, 10, especially 10, 12, and 15 meters, I believe the ATAS will be just fine. And obviously it's okay on 40. It's just not going to be quite as strong as a ham stick, especially a ham stick mounted top center of the vehicle. And I don't want to mount the ATAS-120 top center of the vehicle because I don't want that plastic to come in contact with a tree limb. That'll be the end of that expensive antenna. So, hey, again, thanks to the Patreon who sent me this antenna. I appreciate it so much, and hope you guys are enjoying the video series.
QSL, yeah, we had that cold storm come through here a few days ago, and it was nasty. We're not used to it like you guys, so it was tough.
Now, this is,
it was in the single digits for a couple of nights,
and
fortunately we didn't get any of that white stuff. I'm not crazy
Canadian.
about it. The people down here like it. I'm from New York area, and I've seen enough snow.
Right now, I'm using the ATAS-120A.
I still don't know anything about it, according to Ottawa, Canada, for sure. You're running about a 5.7 to 8, Sean. What's my report? Go ahead.
Okay, here comes Canadian station.
All right, very, very good. Very fine.
They're neck to neck.
We're running an F. About a kW, 1,000 watts, into a
VFO.
ground-mounted quarter wave vertical with lots of radio.
DNR level
What's
set.
your station up there, Sean? Go ahead.
Always run algorithm 9. ATAS-120A. Ham stick. ATAS-120A. They seem neck and neck.
No, you sound good. You're peaking 5, 7, 8, as I said, and no problem.
So I believe that
very, very nice. Yeah,
the ATAS-120A might have a lobe in the direction of Canada, which is helping it out here. Because, you know, it's not an ideal place to mount an antenna. And the ham stick is dead center top of the vehicle. And of course, you know, it's 7 feet tall. So that was pretty good. Yeah, I'm impressed with that performance. Not bad for a shortened antenna mounted down on the left side of the hood there. If you haven't seen my antenna farm video, I'm gonna get out of the truck and let you see. Okay, let me get this to focus. So there's the ham stick with a triple magnet mount. And see, I mean, it catches all the limbs. See the stinger swaying up there? So this is a lot shorter. And the other disadvantage is it doesn't have the ground plane, if you will, that the ham stick is able to, you know, it's dead center to roof. It's able to use the roof as a good ground plane. So here you don't have that. You just basically have the hood of the truck to the right. So you're going to get a skewed pattern with it mounted here. But again, this is convenience versus performance. But I'm pretty confident that when you get up into like 10 meters and probably even 10, 12, and 15, maybe even 17, this will do pretty well. I definitely think it'll do well on 10 and probably 12. Those are good mobile bands and will not require the length of wire in the air that the lower frequencies require. Okay, so I hope you found the video helpful and informative, and I do appreciate the Patreon support team who make these videos possible. And again, it was one of the Patreon support team members who sent this antenna to me as a gift. So, and I know he doesn't like to receive any accolades, so I won't mention his name, but I'm so appreciative for him doing this. And here it is mounted, gift giver, and operating. So I look forward to trying it out. And I'll tell you what I'm intending to do with the ham stick mount. I think I'm going ahead and leaving it there, but I'll put my 60 meter ham stick on there So when I want to operate 60 meters, I can switch over to that one using that antenna switch. And when I want to operate the other bands, I can switch over to this one, allowing me to move between 20 meters and all the way up to 10 and 6 without having to stop the truck and change antennas. So again, this is all made possible by contributions of a Patreon support team, and in particular one who sent me the antenna. But the monthly support of the Patreon support team allows me to shoot these videos without having any manufacturers involved telling me to avoid showing any negatives. And I'll be shooting other videos about this and try to warn you about any negatives that I run into, just like I do with the radios. So if you'd like to join that Patreon support team and ensure that I can continue to have videos like this in the future, maybe pay it forward for other amateur operators, please consider doing that. You can do it by going to www.patreon.com/N4HNH, patreon.com/N4HNH. And if you would, please give the video a like, click that thumbs up. That helps us out with YouTube. And also consider subscribing to the channel. If you do subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. You'll be notified each time I upload a video, usually 2 a week, sometimes more if there's news to share. And finally, if you would, share a link to this video on social media. Also, text message, email, or just phone a friend. Thanks again for watching, and 73 from N4HNH.